So, in this episode of the Wishful Podcast, I'm only doing this because I forgot to make a proper introduction. Y'all know me, Jamal, the other guy. His name is Mckenzie. I've had him on before. His channel is More Art Than Human, and I wasn't expecting him to be recording as well, and that's what kind of threw me off. So, like I said, we both was literally recording at the same time. I also want to apologize in advance that I tried to keep it as scripted as I could, but some subjects kind of disappeared and kind of slid right on into the next one. So this is the ride that you signed up for. It's very interesting, very, very interesting to say. We will be recording again. I will try to get it more structured to where it makes more sense. And I think that's all I got. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Wishful Podcast. Don't worry about where I'm at. I'm not even gonna say what is 2026.
Bet.
2026.
Sound about right.
Mm-hmm. We have a DualCast going on. I'm recording. He's recording. He got his situation behind me, but behind my camera.
Yeah.
I mean, we doing what we do.
Hey, you know what?
Chicken butt.
I think my setup versus your setup was like an old school versus a new school deal type of thing. Mm-hmm. You know, I told you mine was just a phone and a mic. My man came in here with a whole backpack. Shit's crazy, like special gadget or something. I don't know.
Yes,
like we about to rob a bank or something. You know what I'm saying? Like we doing a heist. I don't know.
So
his setup was way more exciting than mine is. For real, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Exciting.
For sure.
Exciting.
For sure. Yeah.
Exciting. So my setup is I have my Microsoft Surface tablet. I don't have a laptop. It's kind of the same thing.
Same thing.
I brought microphone, pop filter, stand, USB audio interface.
All that.
So, yeah. Meanwhile, he's using his phone, which I can honestly do as well because of Riverside.
Yeah.
I can use my phone to record as well. One of the only reasons why the USB port on this particular phone is kind of... We're going to leave it there.
Shabby.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So, here we go. Yeah, he's unscripted. I need structure because when it's time to make clips and stuff, yeah.
Let's go, man.
And you said you didn't know Chuck Norris died.
No, I didn't know, bro. That's crazy. You kind of dropped that just before we was about to record, man.
I'm sorry.
That was like Chuck Norris died.
Yes.
How old was he?
He was old.
He was old.
He was very old.
How did he look? Did he look old too?
Yes.
Damn.
Do you know his first name? His name?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's not Chuck Norris.
I didn't know it either. I thought Chuck was short for... I guess it could go both ways. Chuck Charles. Like Charles Barkley, some people call him Chuck.
Sure.
But his name is Carlos Ray Norris. That's his name.
Carlos Ray Norris. Is he part Mexican?
I was trying not to say it, but...
Like some type of Hispanic in there or something, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Deep down in the ancestry, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know. But I thought about it too.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some of us named Carlos, but I know some other people, some Loses as well.
Plenty. I'm from Miami, so I'm kind of always around Carloses. Carlos 1, Carlos 2, you know, Carlos Yellow, Carlos Black. We got a Black Carlos too, you know what I'm saying? So it's hey man, Carlos is international, bro.
That rhymed.
Yeah.
It definitely rhymed.
It's crazy. So
dinosaurs. I am not a big reproduction specialist of animals per se.
Mm-hmm.
It's this clip on it's not a clip, it's a picture.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to find it and I'm gonna post it so you can see it.
Yeah.
But the picture is, how is this possible? And they have, of course, the plastic dinosaurs, and they put the two dinosaurs on top of each. They put all of the dinosaurs on top of each other.
Huh.
Basically trying to say, how did they hump? How did they, reproduce?
Ah.
But a lot of people in the comments are, clearly you don't understand how reptiles work.
Yeah.
So I guess they laid eggs.
They do.
The thing about it also, in this particular group that I frequent on Facebook, I'm trying not to say the name because I don't want it to.
No need to.
I don't want it to get shut down because they.
They get shut down, bro. What y'all discussing like that, man?
Yeah, it's a lot. People.
What?
It's not that. It's just they're typing out like full words of stuff that they kind of. How people say unalive and stuff like that, so they're using the actual words instead of.
I see. Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying.
I know.
They're saying.
She missed your presence, man.
Y'all didn't hear that.
Hear what? What are you talking about? I don't know, man. What you talking about, sir?
They're
Go
saying
ahead.
that the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
People will put dinosaurs equal dragons.
Huh.
And same thing. I'm like,
I mean, it's not far-fetched, though, because, like, if you look at dinosaurs, especially the infamous Tyrannosaurus T-Rex, he looked like a dragon with limbs. And if you were, like... So, I'm coming from an artist background, right? So, I've drawn animals and whatnot, and skull heads and teeth. But Tyrannosaurus T-Rex, what is his head, bro? It's like a dragon. It looked like a dragon. I ain't gonna lie to you. But if you were to, like, enlarge his fangs... Cause dragon seems to have like these enlarged fang type of thing going on, and from the top and also from the bottom. Oh my goodness, a dragon! But it's like the opposite, isn't it? It's quite interesting. His arms is tiny, but his thighs are thunderous, much more huge, humongous. You know what I'm saying? to let him know he is the king of the land, right? Meanwhile, the dragon is the king of the air, but they damn near look similar. And then you go into the serpent, which is a bigger dragon, but just more like under the water, like an eel almost.
you can do that.
These things are kind of like, they kind of can easily cross, you know what I'm saying, paths with each other. It's quite interesting. Not that I'm like thinking about it. Is there a thunder dragon?
See, here we go. I gotta read because you gonna go. I gotta keep you. Pull you back in.
I'm here though. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to put it in my mind.
Uh-huh.
Dinosaurs, dragons. There's also people saying that dragons didn't exist before the 1800s. That they man-made. They're not using the word artificial, which same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're saying that the fossils that's being found and dug up and put in these museums, that they're not real.
Yeah.
I'm not really a dinosaur person to say, hey, I must go see this. I mean, it's probably cool to see.
I happen to fall upon that line of they're not real. I really don't believe that these are very much real at all. Because if you think about it, only America seems to have a fascination about dinosaurs.
And some the Egyptian European people.
I mean, but these are the same people. Who runs America? These are the same people all across the world. You see what I'm saying?
Don't do it.
Oh no, I won't do it. I'm just giving a little inch.
Save it.
You know what I'm saying? So that the rest of the crowd can damn near put together the picture that I've already painted, a masterpiece at that. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the line that I fall in. I don't believe they exist at all. Dinosaurs. But I do believe dragons exist, though.
So, all right.
Yeah.
You said dinosaurs were basically ground.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs ground.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both start with a D. Dragons were in the air.
Yeah.
But what about the dinosaurs that flew? Because they had flying dinosaurs.
Tyrannosaurus and stuff like that. Now these are your birds, then, isn't it?
Well, not that one. So to give a
Trapezoid.
they had a weird name on Netflix. I watched this. It's called Dinosaurs, I believe. It's a 4-part series narrated by Mr. Sir Noble Majestic Morgan Freeman. That was a lot. It was a lot.
That sounds about right. That's a proper title. I think he kind of delivered, dog.
He deserves it.
He do though. You do.
It's a 4-part series. I watched it, and I'm sitting here. I really wasn't gonna go into it like this. This was before something happened with me that kind of altered my lifestyle, which is what I kind of been asking for on a slick. Okay. So you know what it is. Y'all, I'm gonna get with y'all with that too. But it's 4-part series, and he talks about the different. Is it eras? Because everybody knows the word Jurassic Park, and there's Triassic, and it's like different times that all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
And they talked about how small that they were, and then this happened, and the whole evolution, which that's another one.
That's another one indeed. Yeah.
And he spans it millions of years, and so, and these dinosaurs evolved to eat tall trees, but they're the biggest dinosaurs. They got a name to start with an S. It's a weird, goofy name, but they have the brain the size of an apple. And I'm like, yeah. But there's flying dinosaurs. It's not is it the Terra? I don't think he mentioned.
No,
that was one. He didn't mention it. Maybe he did, but it was another one.
There is another one that's not too popular, but I do know what you're talking about. I've seen it before.
It's a couple of them. It's a couple. Y'all should know me. I need scientific evidence. I need to know where all this come from. I'm a very much. If Mike Tyson walked in a room and he punched me in the face, hey, that hurt. Because he punched me in the face versus somebody just lying about it.
Right.
Saying, oh, I was there. I seen Mike Tyson and, he's a pretty weak individual. And nah, we're not going to do that. Dinosaurs. I'm with you. I don't see it. Where are they? People also say giants.
Giants. Do you think that's more of a valuable thing to believe opposed to a dinosaur?
If I say this word, we gonna go, and I hate it because it's not scripted, and I want to kind of stay on it and not.
No, that's
do
cool.
12
you can
different
just
things.
mention it and I'll leave it alone.
My favorite word, the Anunnaki.
The Anunnakis. Cool.
That's all you got to say.
Man, drop mics and just. That's all I'm going to say. We've talked about this countless of times. Like, you know how this goes.
Yeah.
But what's the point of you mentioning them? Like, what does it have to do with dinosaurs? Like, what is it in giants and whatnot? Like, what do you think?
Because, see, you just set me up.
You set your own stuff up.
Yeah, I knew you was going to say that. I knew it was coming. I
was trying to find the correlations of why you even mentioned them to begin with giants and dinosaurs. And are we splicing DNAs here?
So let's do these three.
Yeah.
Clearly, we both don't believe that dinosaurs existed.
Nah.
Because no.
But you know what though? They have a fabulous universe behind them, don't they?
Like what?
Huh?
Like what's the dinosaur universe?
I'm saying though, like Jurassic Park, for instance. Look at that.
Oh, you mean the fantasy?
Just
get money
universe.
thing?
No, not even just the fantasy. So the fantasy and also joins it with the real world shenanigans, as far as the titles, the names, how tall. Like a whole universe has been developed behind these creatures, these whether they be realistic or not.
Yeah, they have their own.
They have their own little thing. Almost, we damn near could say the same thing about the Anunnakis, the giants, and any other mystical thing seems to have a grand universe.
Like Paw Patrol.
Yeah, even then. So who's to say that they are real or not real because of this vast universe that it has been built upon? You see what I'm saying? Because I could present this universe to a child. Clearly, they have been presented to children, and children eat these up. Mm-hmm. They eat them up. So to the children, they are real. They are real as real. But to us adults, we use our thinking brains and minds to declare what is real and what is not. But of course, this is a much more deeper question. If you want to go deeper, then, because then real, it gets quite interesting. You're looking at light, you're looking at matter, frequencies, and energies. And, you know.
We not.
It's quite interesting, though. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Dinosaurs, no. I don't know too much about dragons. What I know about dragons is typical movie stuff. When you mention dragon, I think about the dragon from
Game of Thrones.
Shrek. From Shrek. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Because Donkey messed with the dragon. And oh, you a girl dragon. And, yeah.
Oh, they did fall in love. Hey, she was bad, though, man. Hold on. Donkey, hey.
Dragonphilia.
Sheesh.
Dragonophilia must be a thing.
Teach her better how to ride her, you know.
That, you did say Game of Thrones. I never really thought about that because
that's like the more, I guess the more modern day version of a dragon, which is still not all that different. It still matches the old version ways of drawing dragons and the mythologies behind them.
Yeah, it's a big scale creature that's however big.
Yeah.
I don't think people never really said dragons are the size of 3 Suburbans this tall.
They just do know that, like, they do like to make them massive. I do know that Game of Thrones have made massive dragon. There's a dragon in there that's just that. It's like the king, the overseer of all the dragons within the series.
Yeah, and it has its own following.
Massive, bro. It's crazy, but I don't know. It's just fascinating. How could you even see? The way I put it is, if you can think of it, it exists somewhere. Because before this pop filter made it into the 3D world, somebody had to think of it when it was non-existent at all, and then they brought it into the 3D world. So, you know, yeah.
So we did the dinosaur, we did dragon.
The dinosaur, we did the
now
dragon.
We gotta get into the giants.
The giants.
The Anunnaki.
Those
people, guys.
Yes.
Species.
Mythologies.
Species.
Beings.
Yeah. We go that. Mm-hmm. I've kind of read that giants have come from them because they were bigger and they kind of experimented with the human race because we were supposed to be the human race, not we, because I'm not from here. My bad. I hope I didn't cause no distortion. I hit the microphone.
Yeah, you good, man. You good.
I'm different. I'm one off. I'm from a whole nother. Don't worry about me.
We are not the same. I am a Martian. You from Louisiana too, so maybe that's what they got going on back there.
No,
I don't know,
sir. I'm from New Orleans, not Louisiana. You
New Orleans. Whoa, there, baby.
We both from the South.
Yeah.
We are supposed to be some type of image form of the Anunnaki, and they kind of experimented. You know, this version is too small. This version is too tall. This one is too this. This is too that. Till they kind of got to what you see now. You know, with current day, or at least maybe a very small variation of us. But they were supposedly very tall, big beings and such, which everybody talks about the pyramids and all these other things. Don't say, just put your finger on your lip. Don't say nothing.
No, go ahead, brother.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you finish, man. Go ahead.
Because I'm not.
Go ahead, man. I can just smile. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
But smiling eye.
That's
just
right.
Smiling eye.
That's right.
That's what the Anunnaki supposedly had done with us. Because again, I need answers. I know how I got here with my dad, my mom. That's clearly explainable. Mm-hmm. But what about us humans? People talk about the whole evolutions. So our DNA is so close to is it a chimp? A monkey,
a chimpanzee, a silverback gorilla.
Yeah,
but it's an ape and a great ape as well too.
It's the percentage is off by like 1. And I watched my great friend Neil deGrasse Tyson. I need to get him on because I have very specific questions.
I got questions for that brother too, man. Like, who paying you to say these things?
Oh yeah, he's
crazy, bro.
He's an astrophysicist. I don't think he that rich.
Nah, you rich, bro. You rich. I'm paying him to say some crazy stuff to make you not think too deeply. Yeah, no.
Well, so he is an astrophysicist. I don't know what they get paid, which is a PhD. So he's just his job alone.
They get rich off of theories and shit.
His father was, I can't think of his name, and I only found this out because I was watching this TV show, The Godfather of Harlem, and the guy had a run-in with Bumpy Johnson, who turned out to be, I can't think of his first name, but Tyson, so and so Tyson, I think Bernard Tyson, maybe, probably not. Again, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, I know, right?
Somebody not happy.
It's like a criminal being locked behind ball and chains, and oh my goodness,
is she gonna get out?
She won't get out, but she gonna tear it up down there, though.
Okay.
Yo, it's like that.
Do you need to go say hi? We can pause this.
Cause I'm gonna take out my I'm gonna take my bootstraps. I'm gonna take the sandals with me. And we're gonna go to war. It's not gonna be no high.
Yeah, I don't
because
need to see that.
Why are we doing that? It's kind of crazy to me, man.
That's abuse, man.
That's wild, man.
That's abuse.
Abuse.
That's abuse.
Yeah, correcting. Child correcting. Yeah. When you out in public and you see black people correcting their child, mind your business. Some correcting is happening. Mind your business. Some call it abuse. It's kind of crazy to me. It's correcting. That is the actual terminology within the black community. Correcting. Mind your business. Brought to you by Correcting.
And how many children do you have, sir?
Hey man, I ain't got no kids, man. Okay. What you mean, man?
I have 2.
I'm just advising those who don't have children. You know what I'm saying? And then for those who do, they will speak upon that perspective. I speak upon the perspective of no children. Take what you will with that.
Now, that part, a lot of people, because that's in my list too. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are recording child correcting techniques, or they're recording it themselves and that they'll upload it. And of course, social media is gonna they're gonna let you have it.
Of course, it don't matter which ways that you present to the collective. Everybody got something to say. It's kind of strange and interesting.
Now, my thing on it is, again, me having, because it is different when you have your own kids versus not having. Mm-hmm. The wonderful world of Twitter, now known as X, you will see stuff on there that you kind of don't want to see or wish you hadn't seen.
That's a fact.
We in America think the stuff that we do is child abuse. Whether you take your hand or a slipper or a belt and you discipline the child that way, or other specific objects, whatever's your mama could grab that's nearest by. Microphone. Right. Yeah. You see this one here? Y'all can't see it. I'm telling you, this is a Ike Turner.
Hey, mom better not grab this, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm definitely calling the police on her.
Nah, you're not gonna make it.
I'm not making it.
Nah.
Hey.
You gonna dial 911 and stop. This nah, bro. Nah.
He said 911 and stop. Did I stop because I wanted to or because I got caught?
Yeah, you this thing got a hold of you. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But the stuff I seen on Twitter,
Yeah,
that happens in other
household
countries, cultures. I learned, and I'm still learning because I love to learn, and now I actually have a chance to really do a deep dive and just learn. I learned that certain Muslim cultures, and I seen it. I never really just paid attention to it, but me working at Walmart, you'd see a family. You'd see the mother pushing a cart, or you see her. You'll see the dad who may be straggling behind, and you'll see the kids.
Yeah.
Usually in their culture, I want to say the father is a disciplinarian, not the mother. And a lot of those kids, they don't want to see that because, like, the stuff that happens in other cultures is like grown folks. You taking your hand and you slapping this kid in the face like hard. I've seen, was it Asia? It's man, I don't want to say Chinese or Korean, wherever. It was somewhere at that area, like just out in the public. You know, you talking a 3-4-year-old being picked up and slammed and grabbed by the arm and just boom, 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 and yeah, like they doing that. Like that's what you do. That's wrestling moves,
Basically.
That's the kind of stuff that these other cultures do, versus just getting hit with a belt a couple of times and
So you saying we soft then over here, huh?
Nah, it works.
I see.
It works.
It does work.
It all works, but I mean that's kind of traumatizing.
See, now my question is key word, traumatized.
Well,
That's
then again,
interesting.
maybe not, because that's their whole culture. That's what they do. That's what they know.
But then that means it became normalized and not traumatized, because it could be trauma that has been normalized and now suddenly it's a part of their upbringing. Like in the Haitian culture, it seems to believe that all Haitians have gone through the same thing for some reason between the periods of 1980 to the 2000s.
Oh, you finna speak from experience?
I speak from experience.
Oh, you got a story.
This is quite interesting. I'm saying though, in the Haitian community, it seems like majority of all Haitians has gone through the same childhood, the same upbringing, the same hairstyles, the same clothing that we wear, the same everything. And it seems to be a cultural thing though, for sure. Because clearly when I'm inside looking outside, the Americans are drastically different than us. And how we compose ourselves, how we speak, how we go about things, and even how we get our ass whooped. Like them ass they were serious, bro, for us. We didn't play that. You know?
Examples?
But
Examples
like what, man?
Examples, sir?
Then it's similar to y'all, man. You look, mom, it wasn't no belts, bro. She went and got a switch from the branch. A tree. You picked it out. You try to think about how you want to pick it out, but you don't got no time. So you pick it out, bro. That's funny. It's different, but then mind you, I do know that the upbringing in Haiti is drastically different. It's corrupt. It's just a tough life. Opportunities are not by the dozen. You know, they fight to come over here to America, and I believe it's because of that upbringing. It's the reason why they parent like that.
So
it's quite interesting.
Haiti is a island, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
How big is Haiti?
Not that big. I mean, the population is by the millions, though, for sure. And it's also, mind you, it is split in half, by the way. It is a big island. Haiti's on the left. On the right side, you have Dominican Republic. So, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. In case people don't know, I like to ask questions like that, because it might be that one person that, I thought Haiti was in South Texas.
Yeah. Also, Haiti is the English name, right? The proper name within its English, we like to say IET. Yes, yes. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, for all my Haitians, I gotta represent, you know what I'm saying? So IET, we like to say. And interesting enough, you know, I like to study language, and within Haiti, I hear the word hate D. Clever. So now suddenly I'm hating a people that I don't even know or care about. So anytime I hear about Haitians on the news, oh, I'm programmed and taught to hate them because it's in their name. The whole country's name is called Haiti. So hate D, those who have broken the chains of, you know, colonizations and stuff like that, or slaveries, and you know what I'm saying? Not to mention that Haiti was the reason that there is no slavery to begin with, due to that small island and small Africans of people and their ways of liberating each other, you know. But I digress, man.
You mentioned that things are different, but you did give a specific time frame from the 80s to
Early
2000s.
2000s. Yeah, I would say that.
Funny enough, a lot of what you actually said did happen in America, but it happened previous. It happened years around 50s, 60s. And it also depends on where you grew up at. You know, not everybody, people got brick jungles. So, of course, if you live in something like that, then you can't go outside and there's no trees. So, I didn't have any trees. I mean, we had a little wooded area, but it wasn't like going right outside and getting in and come back in. I didn't experience that, and I think a lot of people from New Orleans kind of didn't experience that. At least that's in my age range. Maybe the older ones did, because again, everything evolved. Everything, all this construction, all this wooded space, and that's more than likely where it come from. But I don't think the upbringings are that much different. We just, people do what they know, and that's what it is. We're gonna correct the child.
Yeah.
We're gonna use a belt. We're gonna use whatever. I've seen Jamaican videos, and it's funny because a lot of people like the Jamaican accent, and some people can imitate that.
Yeah.
And true Jamaicans can hear it. Like, oh, you know, that person is, he's
from
English.
Yeah.
Or, he's not, but
Yeah.
it's close enough.
Yeah.
And they'll say something like, yeah, that's accurate. Even somebody like Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
And you just hear shit like, my dad came in and bust me across the face with a brick.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sir, that's... You got to go to school.
That ain't no metaphor.
You 9 years old with sunglasses on.
Oh man. No man. But okay, so my question is it necessary though? Is there other ways to get my point across without being physically abusive towards a child? Is there other ways for me to strike fear? Is there other ways to let me know that I am not satisfied with your actions without having me to lift a finger? And is it more concise? Is it much more better? Would it actually penetrate? Would it actually reach them? Opposed to physical abuse? Was it always like this? 2,000 years ago, when my child misbehaved, did I beat his ass automatically?
Feed him to the dragons?
Or did I just... Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Sacrifice? That's the word they're using now?
Whoa, sir. Sacrifice is crazy. Whoa.
I'm going to get you canceled now?
Nah. I mean, I like to talk about it, though. Sacrifices comes in all type of forms. But, because I tend to have these conversations with the opposite gender, woman, of course. And I'll say the new age women are leaning towards not wanting to put their hands on the child. Depends on how they grew up, though, of course. Those who grew up in an abusive household, you damn near can see it within a woman because he ends up picking up the trait of the mother. And some of these traits are not really positive. They're just toxic. But these are programs that has been passed down unconsciously. So now suddenly they are running in the background of her life without her being conscious of it. So she gets into a relationship with somebody who doesn't believe in that. And if they're like blessed enough to have that conversation, beautiful. But oftentimes they don't have the chance to have that conversation, and then there's a baby that comes into play, and then now suddenly something happens, and you're like looking at her like, why are you hitting my child? And she's like, what do you mean? My mom do this to me all the time. It worked for me. And he's like, I don't want to do that though. Right? It's
So
quite interesting.
I'm not gonna say you kind of answered your question that you just asked me, but where we are now today with technology, the theories and all of this other stuff, the therapy sessions, definitely great. A lot of things were learned behaviors. You know, in other cultures, I did this because I seen my grandfather do this. My dad did this to me, so and so.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they could explain it, but they can't.
Right.
And more so to your question, I think nowadays it does depend on the child. A lot of kids now have, I gotta say it slow, developmental issues.
Yeah.
Whether it's autism, it's something like these. A lot of these kids, they aren't really normal, and they can't help it. You know, a kid that has ADHD, they literally cannot help it.
Right.
Now, if you were to go back to 1997, a kid that had ADHD was getting beat with extension cords and all kind of shit.
That's a fact.
But the knowledge, it may have existed, it just wasn't everywhere yet. You know, most people didn't take their kid to say, hey, he has ADHD, so and so. He doesn't. He cannot control it.
Right.
It's not that he wants to get up. He can't.
Right.
And I think a lot of that is the difference. Now we know. And again, me having kids, how I raised my first daughter versus how I'm raising my second, it's a big difference. And it's kind of what I just said. It's just a lack of knowledge that I didn't have with my first kid.
Okay.
You know, great example, because this happened. And Cat Williams even said this. But with me, I was at the gas station. Or me and my kid, we was at the gas station. Go up, you know, put everything on the counter. About to walk out. Something said, look down. We had made it out the door. The Shell station right there.
Yeah.
We made it out the door. Turned around. Looked in her hands. And she had a king-size bag of Skittles. First instinct, whoop ass immediately.
Wow.
But I had to stop.
Wow.
I had to catch myself.
Yeah.
So walk back in, put it down, and I had to explain to her, you know, if you want something, give it to me or ask, or don't just pick it up and walk out. And again, the way my brain works versus anybody else's, do you remember how I said whoop ass?
Yeah.
Is kids imitate adults, which mean she knows, she sees me picking up items, you know, whether it's at Kroger, Walmart, wherever.
That's a fact.
They see you getting all of this stuff. They see you go to a certain place, but they don't understand the whole transaction that you have to pay for it.
That's right.
All they just see, I want this toy, and you know they got it.
Yeah.
So I can't just whoop her ass for something that she doesn't understand.
There you go.
And that would have been wrong, because
Of course.
she wouldn't have understood it. Like,
Nah.
why did you beat me?
She don't know why she getting her ass whooped. Nah.
And I had to learn that.
Confusing. Yeah, man. That's a really good example, honestly, man.
I had to, and I told her.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And you also have to take enough time to learn your kids.
Yeah.
Is your kid understanding enough? Not really. Do you have to do this? Do you have to do that? Because some kids, yes, they are motivated by threats, violence. which again, I kind of feel they shouldn't. I also learned this from somewhere. I really need to find out where I learned this. And it was kind of like, don't really curse out your child. It was something parents shouldn't do to kids, because in the kid's mind, it's going to be okay. Because I know some women that curse their kids completely out as if they were another adult, using all of the words like it's another woman that she's about to fight, but you're talking to a child. And a lot of men will tell you that's like an extreme turnoff. Like, no, you don't do that.
Yeah.
But to bring that example up, if the kid goes home in first, second, third grade, my mama calling me all these everything plus worse, when they get to school and all these other kids start to call you these negative names, it's just gonna be nothing. It's nothing now. Oh, my mama called me that, and you done called me all of this stuff. Yeah, girl, that ain't nothing. Nah, we can't do that. But then we won't call ourselves kings and queens and all this stuff.
See, but that requires the individual to be conscious within the household.
Conscious, and to recognize a lot of, I don't want to use the word hatred, but just a lot of negative things that may be within self, or just being raised and having a conversation with mom. And most parents will tell you, and I can say it, parenting is, a lot of people who don't have kids tend, at least I slightly thought of it, a lot of people think parenting is like the TV shows. They think parenting is like Fresh Prince or the Cosby Show, Family Matters, stuff like that. That's what people think parenting is.
It's crazy.
Hey, Uncle Phil, I got arrested, so and so. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to. No.
Nah, man.
No. That's not parenting. And a lot of people, because of how they were raised, they didn't know how to deal with that, which came into our generation. It just gets passed down. Because they didn't know. They don't know, and they didn't know.
Yeah.
But now, in the information era,
you can do better.
Know better, do better.
That's right.
Man, but no, parenting is 100% not like anything on TV at all.
Nah, not at all.
No.
Not at all.
Oh.
Yeah, nah.
Especially if you have a girl and...
Yeah, nah.
I'm a girl dad, two of them.
For myself, I definitely didn't think of it as a television thing at all. I have nieces and nephews that I've taken care of. I've been around toddlers and babies, and they all smile and giggle as I lift them up. I've taken care of children. I don't have one of my own, of course not, but I'm wise enough to know that they are individually, uniquely configured. And the more you study them, the more you watch them, the more you gain more information on how you want to approach them. These are unique individuals such as yourself, and it requires attention. It requires every bit of soul of yourself in order for you to walk that path with them. Honestly, it's a beautiful journey though. I think it's quite interesting position. One that has become a bit normalized, because to me, I think it's a divine position, honestly, to raise a little God, to raise a God, but it's became very normalized. A lot of things become normalized to the point that you no longer have the consciousness to see it for what it really is. And now it just becomes very dulled, and now it's just a program in the background to the point that I just get them and drop them off to strangers that I don't know for 8 hours within my day. Pick them up, bring them back home, maybe have a conversation for 30 minutes, and then that's all the interactions I have with my kid until the next day.
Yeah.
That's normalized, which is insane to me.
We gotta work.
It's insane to me, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's fascinating, man. But I think as time progressed, the divine position of children, even in ancient books and scriptures and stuff like that, they always talk about children, because they come into the world non-judging. They don't know much of anything at all whatsoever, and they still give love freely. They don't judge. They are forever curious about anything. They always ask why about every single thing that they hear because they don't know. No, and also to be honest, nor do we know as well. This is just what we are taught to say when it comes to certain things, you know. So we would just tell them, and they ask why, and they be like, "Well, baby, it's because this is what we all just do." But you know what? That is a good question. I should be asking why. But I don't know, man. It's fascinating. But I think as time progresses, we will return back to that. As as you can see right now, the educational system is being called, right? It's being called to the front, seeing that there is no education whatsoever to begin with. This is why they're messing with the system. And so parents now have to really start to think about these things because you have to take education back into your hands now. You have to be more hands-on with your child's education and their upbringing. What are they really learning in school? How is it going to help them in life? Is it even helpful in the next 10 years as AI is evolving? A lot of things are being introduced into reality. Will our children be able to compete? I know, right? Chill. But that's a good way to go into our next segment, isn't it, huh?
Now, what you said about kids.
Yeah.
Most kids are curious. Most kids, I'll say normal kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's like to have or raise an autistic or
Yeah.
developmentally delayed child.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that as an umbrella term because it's a whole lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Most kids, they observe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was definitely one.
Mm-hmm. Same.
And I could take my brother, who's a little bit different. A lot of kids, they observe. Some kids, let me see what I could get away with.
Mm-hmm.
Some kids, nah, I don't. I was observant. Both of my kids were and still is observant, most definitely because they are girls, and it that needs to be taught to them because they need to be observant of their surroundings. You need to know. You need to be able to see and have discernment. But a lot of parents, we brush it off.
Yeah.
And these kids are super intelligent at a very, very, very young age.
Vastly intelligent.
I, again, seen this, and this was a Neil deGrasse Tyson thing. He made a video. He was talking about kids being scientists. Most kids are scientists. Yeah. And he went on to talk about if you have a tiled floor or hardwood, and he was saying something like the kid dropped Legos, or he dropped something to where it had a different sound. And he dropped something else to where it gave off a different sound. He went to the different floor. You know, of course, hard tile floor versus hard wood floor is going to give a different sound. And that very much is something that a scientist would do. I want to say, what is that, a hypothesis or something?
Yeah, it's hypothesis,
but just
test 1, test 2.
Yeah, but it's not presented like that, but it's like, huh. And even my kid, she'll be outside, she might yell. And if she's in between the buildings, she might hear the
echo.
I was going to say reverb because
reverb too. Yeah.
Because we into audio.
Music. Yeah.
But she'll hear echo, and I would hear it, and I'm like, it sounds weird. Like, she doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
And she might turn this way and face this way, and she might make a couple of sounds. The echo, is it echolocation? The thing that the bats and stuff do, how they'll
echo,
and it bounces back to them.
Yeah.
But she's not really doing that. But it's just the fact that she was moving around
that it caught her attention to it.
Yeah, she stopped playing with everything else, and it caught her attention.
Wow.
And from where I was standing, it had a gated effect. To my audio people, if you know what putting a gate on a reverb does, and I was stunned for words because I didn't know that you can. I'm like, how can I recreate this gated sound between these buildings?
Yeah.
Like, do I need to go outside and record? But that's, you know, it's a lot. It's height difference from what she heard at her smaller height versus me being taller.
You need one of them outdoors super really good handheld recorders to catch that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what you would really need.
We have to get that. We have to call them up, get them sponsoring. Send it.
You have teenage engineering. Yo, teenage engineering.
Them two with the calculators. As they call
calculators.
The KO thing. I know what you're talking about.
This thing called OP1.
That's a little bigger, but they got the smaller ones.
Yeah, they got a smaller one. A TP7. They also have the microphone condensed. I think I don't say the word expensive. I think the price.
You can say it.
Or just right.
No, I mean they got an MPC sample that just came out.
I know. I saw that. They got and this a new one. This a new MPC as well. Mm-hmm. SP404 also got a new one as well too. Different gears. I've been looking at gears, man. I've been wanting to get a keyboard. I don't know. I think yours is too big though. That's why I'm like.
I could have brought it over.
I know you could have brought it over though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just because I rearranged my room in there, so I got like more space. It's quite interesting. I might want it. I don't know. We'll see. But
that's the whole parenting thing. I mean, it's more. It also depends on just the temperament of the parent. That has a lot to do with it. Because again, like how I said, my kid picked that up. If I had the temperament of anybody else that was just like hair triggered, yeah, she would have got her ass whooped right then.
Oh no, for sure. She'd have been traumatized tremendously.
And a lot of parents are like that because that's what they were taught. We could go back to the whole 50s, 60s, segregations, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But we do what we know. We don't really venture out too much. We do, but we don't. And when we do venture out and go experience other different things and we come back, for the people that's not following, meaning we from the South, if we moved to Colorado as a kid and then came back to the South, what we picked up there, brought it back, is going to be different.
Yeah.
And they're going to talk about us. It's like the whole crab in a barrel thing. Like, this is all you know.
Yeah.
You don't have to, I don't have to beat the piss out my child.
Nah.
I could just do this and do this. Because we don't know that we need to challenge these kids.
Right.
Again, these kids super smart.
Intelligent.
Challenge them.
Intelligent.
My teacher. My kid's teacher, she's advanced and so. She's when they're advanced, they get bored easy. And because they're bored easy, that means agitation. Okay, I don't want to play with this bag anymore.
Yeah.
I want to go over here now.
Yeah.
I don't want to play with this anymore.
Yeah.
I want to. Oh, it's a window. Let me see if I can jump up and crawl into it.
Pretty much. And you know what's funny? These are the children that often gets mislabeled ADHD. Mislabeled, by the way, because ADHD, that's a whole business. I ain't gonna lie to you. But and the reason is because the educational system, fortunately, is a classroom. We are human beings born in a supernatural world. Super and also natural, and if you look in the classroom, there's nothing super about it, nor is there anything natural about it. So to keep my attention span, you gotta work extra hard, and the schools don't really work extra hard at all to keep my attention span.
Especially now.
And it's getting, what's crazy? It's getting even more exposed now. That's why Donald Trump started talking about education the way that he did, because consciousness as a whole knows that this system is a fail from the jump, from its very creation. It's a fail. It's a fail safe. Like it's just terrible. So the kids got to get out the classroom, put them back in the fields, put them around nature, playing with rocks, touching the dirts,
picking cotton.
Nah, I say put them around nature.
You said in the fields, man.
Put them back in the field, yeah. Put them around a tree.
We the same complexion. You know where they gonna put us. You know where we'd have been.
Look, man, look.
We feel.
There was an old tradition in Africa, right? They find a big tree, yes, and you get a big tree, and it's a classroom. They sit around it in a circle around the tree, yes.
What part of Africa? South Africa?
It depends though, because this is cultural. But majority of all, if it's not colonized, then the majority of the classrooms will remain to be outside. But if it is colonized, then it would be in the four walls, four corners of the walls in the classroom, But I think as time progressed, somebody would have to revamp the educational system so that it's actually interesting to learn again. Learning is always fun. We know that. but it has to be introduced in a way that it's able to keep my child's attention span and also feed the genius that is them inherently.
That's where you at? That's where you at?
That's where I'm at, man.
So,
because look.
Okay.
A genius is somebody who sees the system of the school and he's like, oh, yeah, nah, this ain't it. And what they end up doing, they end up just dropping out and create their own little systems and then get rich off of it. This is a genius, by the way.
What's his name? Dr. Umar? Professor Umar?
Doctor, is he a doctor?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I do
That
like
guy-
Dr. Umar. Let's just stick with Dr. Umar. What's up with him?
People don't like him.
I know people don't
I
like
don't know
him.
why. I kinda, but we not talking about him.
We
talking
not.
about the
I ain't gonna say
education.
nothing about the brother. Go ahead.
So, education.
Yeah.
People, if y'all don't know, if y'all don't remember, I was an education major. I did go to college. I went to Jackson State. I wanted to be a band director. To become a band director, you have to be with a music education major. So there's also other things in music that you can do. You can performance, and you don't have to just teach. So I wanted to teach. I wanted to be a band director. Right now, no, because I've been and choked somebody's child. I know that. But I had opportunity to work with younger band directors. I've had opportunity to work with same age, and I had the opportunity to see older. The thing with education, it's, again, you have to look at technology, where we are now. Yeah. Everybody, when we were growing up, if you wanted to learn something, if you wanted to know what this word spodiody dopalicious meant, you had to ask somebody. You had to go somewhere. You had to do something.
Library.
There was no internet. I mean,
libraries though.
From the internet that we know now.
Oh, okay.
The internet that we know now didn't really exist until late 90s. So where you can go to the public library and do all of these things, but still a lot of websites were not developed. You had to go somewhere to get this knowledge. Now, fast forward however many years later, all you need is a rectangular device. And
with
all
Wi-Fi?
you have to do is ask, and you will get any and all answers. There's no more need. Kids don't need parents anymore. I had to ask my mom, just being into music, listening to Frankie Beverly or whatever. Mom, what's that instrument? This particular one that make this sound and this one. And either she knew or she made up something that was close enough to, she probably didn't know what
remember.
Yeah, instead of saying, it's a synthesizer or, something. That's a Moog bass. That's get particular. Yeah, to get particular. You could just say, oh, that's a bass. That's a bass guitar.
Yeah.
Or that's a piano instead of a synthesizer or this or that.
Yeah.
Now you can just type it in. So and so song, Juvenile on track 7 of this album.
At
J.
this
Cole.
particular time, at 1.30 seconds. What is that?
Yeah, what instrument was
used?
used?
Instrument for you. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Technology.
It's no need, and it's a lot harder to teach, to be an educator in that, because you got to readjust. And for me, one of the bigger reasons I did not get my degree, I can't figure out exactly when it clicked for me that I learned differently. I went to Jackson State 2000. That's when I graduated high school, went up Jackson State, and it was very much still chalkboards. I'm talking old. My professors were mostly older. You talking 50s, 60s, they in life. They ain't young. What they doing is what they doing. Suits and all of this stuff. Write it on a board, chalkboard. That's it.
Right.
They might give a small explanation, and that was it. Like I learned after the fact that didn't work for me. You can't present it. You can't just go up there and say, okay, this is a circle of fifths. You have your major scales, your minor scales, and all of these other things. Because I'm just going to be like,
Right.
And I could write it down and do all of this.
Yeah, but that's not your learning style.
Yeah, and I didn't know that.
And now it's crazy. You just expose a key component of the educational system, and it's one style learning, and it's one learning style. That's it. This is the one learning style that we're going to present to millions of children that funnel through this educational system. You have to get it.
Because that's what they do.
That's what it is. And if you don't get it, we're going to make sure that you repeat the level again until you do get it eventually. That's crazy, bro. That's our educational system.
Yeah, I hate that. I still have, to this day, I still have dreams about that place. Nothing bad happened, but, you know, I feel I'm where I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
Even though I don't have an education degree, I've always been an educator. I've always been a teacher. I was a snare drummer since 1994, my very first time being in an actual band. 7th grade. So I'm learning all this other stuff. Learning, picking it up. Had the tape recorder, go home, analyze it. Next year, 8th grade come around. The section leader's gone. We got this other guy that can still run a section and everything. He wound up leaving. Damn. So everything started to fall on me. Because he was starting to miss practice. Everything's falling on me. As an 8th grader, I don't know, however old I was. I keep telling y'all, I'm bad at math. Subtraction, you can put a gun in my head right now. What's 3 minus 2? 15. I'm sorry. And I can admit that. I can 100% admit
Hey,
it.
it's nothing wrong with it, man. You good, man. At least we know not to put the gun in your head.
Yeah,
bro.
sorry.
Hey, put the gun on my head, brother. Let me know. Let me get it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm going to say to both of our lives, all right?
I'm going to embarrass all the blacks. Sorry. Damn, why y'all had to pick him? But as an 8th grader, with all of these different moving pieces, so 9th grade come, here I am, section leader. Not even just over the snare line, I'm over the whole drum section. Cymbals, snares, tenor drums, bass drums.
Damn.
You have to know everything. Most snare drummers, this is easy because snare drum is the most involved. Snare drummers are constantly playing at all times.
Okay.
So I had to learn this. And it's one thing to teach something, but it's also something else called dynamics. You know, to say, okay, it's normal, it's this, it's here, but this next part, you got to bring it down here.
Yeah.
And then you might put some ghost notes. You move your arm a little bit to make it look like, wow, the other section's
And this is the repetition of just playing that note and fitting the dynamics of how you want to play it, or better yet, or how it should be played.
Yeah,
That's just what that is.
It's not repetition. I mean, but to be able to teach it and to be able to catch it and say this part is incorrect because of this and that. And again, as a 9th grader, I'm doing this.
You're doing that.
I'm educating. Go to another school, 10th grade year, learn the whole completely different set of skills. Go back, 11th grade, 12th grade. Again, I'm still teaching. I'm, as a kid, teaching, educating. Get to college, meet great people. All of that to say, all of the jobs that I've had, everybody always called me to train the new people.
Right, you even trained me.
They always called me.
That's how we met, bro. That's literally how we. Hey, Joe, you trained Mckenzie. Yeah, like, all right,
Did
sure.
they? Maybe.
That is so true, bro. Yeah, no, it is it.
Maybe. I don't think I trained you. I don't.
No, you did train me,
No,
bro.
I didn't.
You definitely did, bro. I'm
No.
telling you did, bro.
No.
Yes,
I remember.
Joe.
No.
Did you not train? You trained me for something.
No. I remember you was doing something, and I walked past you, and I think somebody asked a question, and that more so really sparked the beginning of what this is. It wasn't really the training. Maybe I did train,
bro. You did train me, bro.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you trained me. You was on the floor.
Okay.
You took me in for a run.
Okay.
For a sharper run, bro. I'm telling you, man. But hey, I don't know. We here now.
See. Just about all of the jobs, not all.
Yeah.
I'd say a good 90% of the jobs that I've had. Hey, can you train this person? Can you do this?
Yeah.
Because they knew. I don't know how they knew, but I'm not a designated trainer. I'm just a normal person within this job, and you want me to train and do all of these things. Like, I would love to be a trainer and get paid for it and do PowerPoints and pull people and do it the correct way.
Right.
Because I hate this with jobs. They'll hire people, or at least one or two, and that's it. They'll just throw them in the water. Just throw them to the sharks, and that's it. And they laugh about it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, when I started, they just threw me to the sharks. I'm like, bro, that's not funny.
That's not how it's supposed to go, man.
This is why people keep the retention rate is just what it is.
Low. Yeah, trust me. Even that's crazy, right? So we talk about the decline of the educational system, the decline of the job force system. Hello. That's been going on for a minute now. COVID kind of essentially blew the lid off of it. A couple years later now, people just started making their own businesses.
He said COVID.
Yeah, at that time.
Man.
Just to mention of the decline of the workforce, just the decline of everything, honestly. While the incline of inflations of things and stuff like that. But nah, man, that's interesting though, man. Damn, he basically knew everything, bro. I didn't know that. That makes a lot of sense though. Yeah.
That's why I say I think because I learned the way I learned, it's a lot easier for me to get with a person. Even if I didn't know you, I could observe you and see what you do and how you do,
and give them what they
need. And then, okay, so he learns like this.
Yeah.
And just implement it that way.
That's a teacher, though. You're a teacher. You're a natural teacher. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. Because you observe your student and you provide it in a way that the student can understand. Because not all students learn the same way. So you just observe what they need and you give it to them exactly how they would want it, essentially. That's what a real teacher is. You don't just read a manual in front of 15 people and hope that all 15 get it. You let them read the manual and see how they read it.
They watch a video.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, they still got videos. Maybe. Hey, look. One day it might just be a holographic AI. Hello, welcome to such and such high school. This is period 1. This is your downloadable material that you will need to download. Good luck. And that's it. What you imagine?
Because I see where this is going.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm gonna say this about the whole COVID thing.
Oh, okay. But I only mention that because of the decline of the workforce, just to show it off. But it ain't nothing too crazy. Besides what everybody already knows.
People,
now.
A lot of people. You get to the conspiracy things, and it's like COVID was an experiment to see who will comply, who won't. It was just a big people experiment. Rather. Yes, some people did get sick. Yeah. Some people took the vaccine, and things happened. That scientific part of it, I kind of left that alone, because when you deal with stuff like that, you need facts. You need numbers. I can't just say, oh, the vaccine did this with no scientific, nothing to back it up.
Nah, just speaking general sense. I mean, the vast majority of the people know now a great deal of information that was being said back then that they didn't trust. But, hey, it's quite interesting, though, man. It's quite fascinating to witness.
It was a lot, the whole COVID thing.
It was, man. It really was. It was a division. A line was drawn straight down the middle, from even family members to personal relationships to work associates.
I'm gonna say something
to random people that are on the streets.
I'm gonna see if this gonna blow your mind.
Go ahead. What's up?
So I also read and listened or watched, heard COVID was supposed to be a population control method.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard about that too. Which failed tremendously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, I heard
okay.
about it.
So
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, definitely no.
population control.
I heard about the numbers in Africa.
Population control. So you take everything, you can't go out, and you put adults in a room. What you think they're gonna do? They're gonna turn into rabbits. And clearly, here we go.
Wow. And it was a shocker because apparently the melanated people did not get affected at all, but non-melanated beings were greatly affected and heavily reduced as far as population goes.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting.
Bring them back to the drawing board.
You call that karma? You call that backfiring? I don't know. Call it superior, inferior,
Resilient.
irrelevant. Who knows?
Man.
Black don't crack, baby.
I talked to my brother.
Yeah.
And I want to get him on, but I know I got to catch him at certain times because he's older.
Yeah.
He's a little bit older, and he's gonna get super passionate.
Of course.
And he gonna say certain things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so that previous sentence you just said about the president of America. So I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to delete that. And I know what you mean, and a whole lot of people want the same thing to happen.
Yeah.
But I can't air that
can't
for.
put that in
Yeah.
there.
I listened to him,
Uh-huh.
and he always talk about us, man. Like what you just said. He don't say black don't crack. He just we resilient.
Yeah.
We survive all of this. We this and that.
Yeah.
And I always think about and I need to find something else. And I don't want to say it, but roaches.
Yeah.
Roaches been around. Like
Yeah.
they've been around. They've been through.
People do tend to compare the black people to cockroaches. They've
resilient as roaches.
And it's a great comparison, honestly, and it's a good comparison. One you shouldn't shy away from, honestly, because look, man, I remember being in the house, turn on the lights, I see a stupid amount of roaches. Turn off the lights.
Is this in Haiti?
There's no roaches at all. No, this is in America.
Okay.
This is in America, bro. This is regular hood, rundown neighborhood, rats, roaches, sewers, all backed up, in the hood. They don't really maintenance anything. They want you to move out the place so that they can work on the place, so therefore they won't maintenance anything.
Or gentrify it.
Or the same thing. Same thing, right? Same thing. But I do know that when you try to treat a home of cockroaches, you gotta keep treating that shit, bro. You gotta be like dedicated. And mind you, these people have been extremely dedicated on trying to treat black people. And they've been extremely unsuccessful in trying to treat black people, quote unquote. And so it is a brilliant, refined example and metaphor to use. I won't shy away from that, but yeah, that's all I want to say about that. It's quite interesting.
What song is that? It's the song that popped into my head.
What song?
It's a Bad Boy song.
Oh.
I think it's
Can't you hate me now?
We Ain't Going.
We
We can't be stopped.
Cause it's bad boy
for life.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song? And that's where we at. Like we ain't going nowhere.
With the hats and he's just jumping around and dancing and shit.
And that's a bad boy. I'm not a. No.
I don't know what that song is called though. I think it's not even the lyrics. I think I know.
We can't be stopped.
We can't be stopped. You think so?
We just gonna type it in and see.
I thought it was the other one with Nas. You gave me now.
Nah.
Is the that one though? And who was that one with? That with Mace.
Is that it? That's Roy Jones. That's definitely not
Can't
it.
be touched. No, it ain't that one. It's a relevant name, bro. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we gonna find it. I'm gonna find it, and it's gonna be words across the stream.
Yeah.
It is a bad because they say bad boy.
It is a bad boy. It is a bad boy song. with a GameCube type beat.
It's not Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I don't think that's
It's not Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Kodak Black. I'm gonna find it because I think it's one of his artists.
It is one of his artists. I saw like if it's Mason or not, but I don't think it was though.
Could be. Yeah, fuck it. Forget about it.
Man. Gotta come back. You guys will see it across the screen like he said.
Yes. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
Where are we? What is our time? Because somebody gonna have to edit this.
That's not bad. That's not. What time is it?
It's an hour and 14 minutes.
Hey, that's fire. That's fire. We got content on content, man.
That's not. That's
yeah,
not
man.
bad.
Well, what else you got, man? What else you got for the kid, man? You ain't really go all that deep onto the Anunnaki. You just mentioned it, you know,
because it's not here,
and
it's a reason because again I want to, depending on what you read or watch, they may say this and you're not gonna get that information from here, so I need to get enough. I'm still gathering.
I see what you're saying.
I'm still gathering.
Go ahead, man. Keep gathering, bro.
I don't know if this is fake or real. People are saying that. I kind of think this is fake, but apparently they're supposed to be sending astronauts to the moon today, April 1st, because it happened however many years ago. No, it's not 60 years. When they went to the moon the first time.
Sure.
Whatever the time span is, today is supposed to be going. But again, I don't know if that's an April Fool's joke, because I've kind of seen it a lot of places. Usually most jokes you kind of see maybe one or two places, but this, I've seen this like on Google and stuff. So I don't know. It's a specific time. It might be.
Joe, I hear April 1st. I hear the moon. I hear astronauts. What else do you need me to say here?
Oh. Okay, so
yeah,
it's kind of half true. So NASA sent it's Artemis 2. I guess that's a rocket or a capsule. It's something. Yeah. Mission around the moon.
Sure.
So it is a full moon. At least it was last night.
Full moon, yes.
So I'm about to get my Neil deGrasse Tyson here.
Sure.
The trajectory of leaving the Earth with an F, leaving the Earth, right? You got to make sure that the moon is at a certain phase, is gravitational, so it could pick up the space shuttle, right? And it's just going, and it's going, the moon gonna catch it, and it's gonna go around.
Yeah.
And when it's done, the moon might be at what is it, new moon? It's gonna be gone, whatever it's called, and then the spaceship gonna come back down to Earth, and they're gonna be like, yeah. We did that.
That sounds about right. God damn. You spot on, bro. Hold on.
Hey, bro. I love science.
Hey.
I could put more technical terms to it, but yeah. I learned that because that's why it was always specific times of day or night
that they would launch.
And it was like, it just didn't happen randomly. It was always something else had to happen up. Yeah. You know, you just can't say, oh, I'm going to the moon on a Tuesday. Like, nah. You need the gravitational pull because now you're talking about fuel consumption and all of this other stuff.
Wait, so what happens?
Damn. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Yes, sir. What you got? What you got?
So what happens on a new moon on a day that I can't see the moon up there at all? Is it up there? Is it even up there on a new moon?
That's funny. You asked me that. I know you know the damn answer. But yeah, it's
Say if I was an astronaut, I would have lost my rocket on a new moon day. Is the moon still up there?
Yeah, it's there.
I can't see it though. Like, where is it particularly?
And because you asked that, my kid asked me a question. We was outside.
Yeah.
And it was, what time is it? It's 7:00.
Yeah.
This was maybe a month ago. I think this was before daylight saving, whenever it was. But I'd always go out, and if it was clear enough, where's the sun? She'll point to it. Mm-hmm. My kid's 5, so just to give you all the context of age, I don't want you to think she's like, newborn pointing at stuff and talking. She's 5.
Could you imagine? Sheesh.
And where's the moon? She'll point to it, and she asked me. It was something like, why is the moon out? Because with kids, they associate certain things. Mm-hmm. They know if they see the sun, it's daytime.
Yes, right.
If they see the moon, it's nighttime.
That's right.
So she's like, why can I see the moon in the daytime? Mm-hmm. And
you couldn't even give her an answer, huh?
It's like I had the error messages popping up on the screen, which it was bad, but it was good. I knew the answer, but just trying to
elaborate it,
get it to where she could understand it.
Yeah,
that was the thing. And I'm like, okay, I need to get her to a planetarium so she can see a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, do you know what color the sun really is? And it's yellow. And I'm like, well, it's actually white and all these other things. But she's a kid.
Yeah.
But the whole new moon thing, like it's there. It's it's always there. Yeah. It's just where the sun is in the sky, the reflection of it, and all of that. Yeah. And I'm thinking about it. If I say it this way, will she understand it, or will she just keep kicking the ball? And you're right. You never know. She'll probably pick up on it and just keep kicking the ball and blowing bubbles, and she might circle back to it 3 weeks later and say something just blew my mind
to continue the conversation, bro. Yeah, that's how amazing children are, man. You just never know what's happening up there. Yeah. Because new neuron paths are always being created continuously as they continue to grow and learn, especially in those particular level of development.
And you have to give them that opportunity.
You do got to give them that opportunity, bro. I agree.
You need another.
Definitely agree.
Or you still
who
nursing?
I'm nursing, man. But you only brought 1.
I brought 2.
Oh, you got 2 extra?
Damn it, man. You talking about me with my old man stuff. You, sir, we need to get your neurologicals.
We're definitely getting an extra 1 for sure.
Yeah, in the refrigerator, man. Yeah. I brought 4.
My
2
bad,
and 2.
My bad, brother. My bad.
Said that.
My bad.
I ain't gonna never do it like that.
That's funny.
The moon landing. People saying the moon landing was fake.
Oh, it's hella fake. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you look at the images they provided those people at that time,
in the 60s,
with your current consciousness that you have currently right now, because consciousness is the same, no matter what time it is. It might be a little bit more information, but it's generally still the same. It's still developed the same. And if you were to see the footage that they gave those people during that time, and we watch it today with everything that we know now, come on. I could set it up in my house with a green screen.
So, here we go. You know what?
Yeah.
Well, you got pretty good range with your microphones.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna go get this.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna talk. I could talk, but
I was gonna say, because I've also heard, in order for them to sell the astronaut, in order for them to sell everything, they have them filming underwater. I heard the space station being in the ocean. I heard once a conspiracy about that. Space station being in the ocean to get that floaty effect.
Here we go.
Yeah, not Antarctica particularly.
You know what? Me and you gonna have to do a live stream.
Say a live stream? And I want mine.
Figure out how to get the audience in. Because I could live stream from here. This definitely does it.
Appreciate it. I mean, what do you mean live stream? Like you can easily live stream from YouTube on the phone or whatever.
Same thing with this. I could live stream and invite people to watch it.
So your Facebook then, bro. Your Facebook is your best bet.
Facebook. You'd have to do it on Facebook. I couldn't use this and then connect it to Facebook. It has to be specifically that. But
okay. But nah, man, that's fate to me. But what do you think, Joe?
So,
what do you think, sir? To me, that's easily bamboozle.
Apollo 11 first landed humans on the moon July 20th, 1969. I need to do a whole. I've become fascinated with the 60s for a lot of black reasons. It seemed like everything happened with black people was in the 60s.
I agree.
The assassination, I'm not going to say attempts, the assassinations, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, both was in the 60s.
Yeah.
The
Was JFK also in the 60s?
Yeah,
It was.
he was. The civil rights, is the civil rights, the voters think, damn,
The act?
again, yeah,
Civil
I got
Rights Act.
multiples going in my head.
67?
I don't know the year, but it was in the 60s.
Yeah, it was.
And it's reasons. The whole 60s was just like, wow. I want to say it was 3 different presidents because he got assassinated, and somebody else, and then somebody else.
Just about, yeah.
1969. I seen a picture, and I never thought about it. Somebody they found what the bottom of the astronaut boot looks like, and then they showed the footprint that that everybody sees, which is the shoe print with the lines on it, and they put them together like.
Somebody
so you mean to tell me
it? Is what you're saying?
They showed what the 1969 astronauts, they showed what the boots look like, the space boot.
Okay.
So how can this boot make that type of print? Is what they said. And I'm like, oh, I didn't click on it. I just seen a picture and I knew what it was. And I'm like, oh, that's what we doing. Okay, so here we go. We got our shovels. We digging. Like, no, nobody believes it.
As they shouldn't. Like, once again, like the footage that they presented, the collective consciousness at 1960s is not the same as what it is currently right now.
However, it's a however.
Go ahead.
I don't know. It might take me a few seconds to Google it. I seen something, and it was a dragonfly. I don't know how big it was. It could have been maybe this big, or size of a cell phone. Maybe it was the actual size of a dragonfly.
Right.
But it was a drone. It had cameras and it was made. And the person he was an older guy. I'm on my CIA archives stuff. And he found out about it. Like, he was a secret agent, and he asked, and he's like, do you know when this came about? And the guy was like, nah, this had to be a couple of years ago. And he was like 19, super old, to say that the CIA is not military. It's the alphabet agency that they had. He was just basically saying that the technology was available back then. So all of the stuff now that we see, because I've seen people talk about pigeons and all of these other things, and all the bird migrations, like all these other things that make sense, that make you think like, you're right, I don't see these things, and it's just weird that this bird is doing this particular pattern, and but clearly they've had certain technologies. So
I agree with that too as well.
I could find it. It's a YouTube video. I'd have to go back and look through
I
it.
agree. There is particular technology that are being withheld from the collective people, from the human race. There are particular technologies that's being held. The military does get an opportunity to test things out first. Like the internet that we have currently now, it was only exclusively made for the military.
There you go. It's right there. The insectifer.
Oh boy,
I feel like I said that wrong.
Insectifer.
But it's a micro UAV. So okay, it's a drone, but it's a UAV.
Yeah.
So it's a micro UAV, and it just said 1970s.
Okay.
Just to tell you, like,
yeah.
This was going on back then.
So my thing with that, I remember Pablo Escobar.
Uh-oh.
Remember, every time they got real close to catching him, right? If our technology was actually really better at that time, what they say, every single time, they should have been caught Pablo Escobar then. What did you say?
I feel like you watched that same video. Because I feel like that question was asked too.
Really?
Somebody brought him up. And I think they said he wasn't a kingpin. He wasn't what people thought he was. I think he became famous because he was elusive.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it was. And he had money.
Mm-hmm.
But same thing you just said, like, why couldn't they catch him, or what was going on? Why couldn't we use drone technologies?
Right.
And again,
same thing with the Cuban Missile Crisis as well. I'm going to go down lines of particular history events in my head that I know certain technologies should have been available at that time, but it wasn't, quote unquote.
It depends on
the events, maybe.
I think it depends on the time of the era.
Yeah.
The era it happened in.
Sure.
Because again, me watching, so The Godfather of Harlem is on Hulu.
Yeah.
If y'all want to watch it. I don't know if they're going to continue.
They're not
making
continuing it. Nah.
Okay,
nah,
so
nah.
That's the last thing.
I think that was the last one.
I think season 4 or 5. Because again, Bumpy Johnson ultimately does die of a heart attack.
Yeah.
And the movie Hoodlum, I need to find where it is and watch it. Hoodlum came out in the 90s. Lawrence Fishburne was Bumpy Johnson.
Oh.
But the two things they're different because, and I guess it makes sense because you have a series. You got four seasons to say, Bumpy Johnson started from this, and you could do all of this stuff versus a movie that's an hour and 45 minutes.
Right.
You got to condense everything into that. So a lot of stuff is going to be missed. The TV show, I like it a lot because it showed intricacies with him. Yeah. Even though he was they called it doogie. I don't know if he called it that, but that's what they called it in the TV show. He dealt with that. It showed how he met Malcolm X.
I know.
It showed.
That was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What's his name? It's not Clayton Powell. I feel like he got 3 names.
Muhammad Ali.
Clayton Powell was
Clash Use Clay. What are you talking about?
Clayton Powell is I'm missing the name.
Clayton Powell, isn't that the governor at that time?
That's not his full name.
I'm trying to figure out who that was.
Space helps.
Who was he in the series?
Adam Clayton Powell.
That's right.
Him. Oh, he died in 1972. See, everybody died. He was a politician.
That's right.
And
that's right.
He eventually got on with the representatives and all of that stuff. I'm not big in politics, but he got on with that. He helped pass a lot of things that was going on. I don't know what that means. What he died of. Cause of death. I don't know what that is.
Sure. That's a particular state. It looks like.
That's
our state might be with the balls too. Maybe, I don't know, brother.
Damn, he was born in 1908. Adam, I thought his first name.
1908.
But 60s, so. Adam Clayton Powell. And it showed how Bumpy Johnson developed all of these relationships despite him being a drug kingpin
that's crazy,
in Harlem.
Yeah.
And that's all he wanted was Harlem.
Yeah.
He talked about the mafia, which, as they say,
mafia
don't exist and all of that.
They say what?
Yeah, that's what they say.
They say it don't exist.
What's the mafia and all of that?
Shit.
And
that's interesting.
I didn't know this, and I want to go back and watch the actual Malcolm X movie to see, because with Malcolm X, the whole thing, when he got exiled from the Nation of Islam, of course, he had, people were starting to put stuff on his head. We're just going to leave it at people were starting to put things on his head and make threats and, do all of these things to him and his family. It was Bumpy Johnson's people,
That
his
protected
top
him.
guys that protected him.
Yeah, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
they show that.
Yeah, they
and
do.
they show how close that they got.
Very close, man.
And I'm like, damn.
That was crazy. That took me by surprise because when I saw that, when I was watching it myself, bro, I literally paused it. I was like, wait, nah, huh? Red knew Bumpy? So I had to go search it up, look it up, and Lord and behold, they had a relationship.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that because Bumpy Johnson was out of my radar. I just seen the show and I liked Forrest and I just started watching and I was like, oh, this is fire. And then Malcolm came out and he did. And then Malcolm came out of nowhere. I was like, what? Nah,
and
this is crazy.
How it grew because he was in a neighborhood
Yeah.
and just how it grew, like, you know, you need to stop doing this and
Yeah.
so on and so forth. But that's why I like it. And the whole how you was talking about the funding of the government agencies, I think that's the word we're going to use.
Sure.
That had a lot to do with it because who was it? Malcolm X had went over to Africa and he met I can't think of the damn guy name. He's Mexican. He's something Cuban. Cuban
Fidel
nationalist.
Castro.
A Cuban.
No, not Fidel.
Is a guy. Is something.
I know what you're talking about. Somebody else that he met.
Che Guevara. I probably said that completely.
I know
wrong.
what you're talking about, though. Go ahead.
Found him,
Yeah.
and just they didn't want him to speak.
Yeah.
You know, the FBI, whoever the guy was, the big guy, they depicted him as the flower shirts and stuff. Mm-hmm. They didn't want him to speak. They didn't want him and Malcolm X to speak. He was on America's radar. Once he flew over to New York to speak, they did not want it to happen. And they were funding him. They were funding their people with specific items like rocket launchers. And one of Bumpy's guys was like, I know what that term means. And he's like, it's a rocket launcher that does this. And they showed the whole thing that Malcolm X was supposed to go. They were supposed to speak like this was a huge, huge thing. But Bumpy kept Malcolm from speaking. And they showed it was across the river from whatever building it was in.
That's right. It was a rocket launcher.
He shot the.
Yeah.
He got the shot off, but Bumpy's bodyguard shot the person, and it wound up going into the water. Which, you know, it probably didn't happen exactly like that, but it's television. You got to make it entertaining. But all of that happened. All of that to say, the government, those agencies were always behind it. They're always behind funding it. Just like the TV show Snowfall.
Baby.
And where did this come from? Where did this particular drug come from?
Yeah.
I talked to you might not remember her. She's she's not the pharmacist. She works in a pharmacy, Monica.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She wears glasses, light skin.
Oh,
locks.
yeah, I know you're talking about. She's cute too.
And she's from Chicago.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. You
had to.
Nah, you describe her perfectly.
She definitely is.
We made eye contact a couple times. I just never went over there because like I always felt like her job and my job ain't the same. So I can't even stand in front of you, shawty. It's crazy.
She super duper cool.
I'm pretty sure.
I want to get her on because I didn't know she's from Chicago, like Southside Chicago.
Yeah.
And the stuff that we see that people post, like, you know, this just happened right up the street, the whole gun gang violence, like she grew up in that.
Yeah.
And when I would catch her, you know, she always stopped and talked to me, even if it was whatever she was doing. Yeah. But I tried to be respectful of her time because I knew what her job was. You know, she's very specific in what she did. You know, they can't just you need to be back because of that. Mm-hmm. But she told me, she's like, there's these trains, these specific trains that stop, and they got all of these specific guns and the body armors and stuff.
Yeah, they run their guns inside the trains and shit, man. They drop them off at the neighborhood.
Same thing in New Orleans. I've heard about that too.
Yeah,
and
funded by your very own government.
So you mean to tell me you just gonna drop all of these specific ones that they might sell 3 in the local gun store, but now all of a sudden everybody got these high powered rifles.
It's crazy, bro. Nah. It's crazy. And here's, I give you my one to Haiti, particularly the Port-au-Prince. That particular port is run by a rich person, and this particular port, a lot of guns and drugs come through there, particularly. And anytime you hear anything about Haiti, gang violence in news, is always at the capital, Port-au-Prince. Who owns the gangs? Who owns the port? Who owns the news? You know what I'm saying about these things. But all of this just to say that Haiti is a bit of an epic center for a lot of transactions of drugs and guns to be channeled into America. So, yeah, you're not wrong at all, sir.
It's from everywhere.
It is everywhere. It's becoming common knowledge too as well, cause it's not the first time that I've heard about this.
And they're talking about it more.
Yeah.
The media thing. People could say the Truman Show, and they could take the television show Paradise that just had its season 2 finale. Season 2. Yeah, I said that right. Good job. I'm proud of myself.
I know of it. Never watch it though.
You should. I like it.
I should.
For particular reasons.
Why?
I'll tell you. But the whole drug transaction thing. Again, Bumpy Johnson. He met his connect. He was getting his drugs from, I want to say Italy, or he was getting it from overseas to where it was getting imported. Same thing with Snowfall. They wanted to Snowfall. Teddy was FBI. No, he wasn't FBI. He was
DEA.
CA. He was either that or he was something else.
One of them.
And that's how the drugs kind of became big over on the West Coast. You know, the whole cocaine, not the crack, the rich people stuff. Like it had to come from, and that money was supposed to fund that. It was supposed to be funding in 80s was Noriega. That was a Noriega thing that was going on.
Right.
So
it was funding something.
Yeah, all of it, like it's all tied together. Money's coming from this.
Weird though, because they can print money, so it's like 2 birds, 1 stone type of thing.
They could,
because you target a particular population demographic that you don't want on the soil, and you're also trying to fuel your war. It's 2 birds and 1 stone type of effect. Literally. Damn, man.
And I hate that we use the drugs.
We do.
You know,
we do.
that
because we're trying to get away from the trauma that has been. It's a circle, Joe. It's a circle, man.
It goes deep.
It's a circle, man.
But the what is it? The poppy plant?
Yeah.
The opium seeds and all of that, like that's not here.
Nah.
That's grown over east. It's down in Mexico. They have, I think they do. It may not be as big, but they grow certain things down there. The whole
South
marijuana
America
thing.
The Colombian, the coca plant, bro. The cocaina.
Yeah.
The cocaina. I forgot what particular plant it is, but it's a whole procedure. Yeah. It's on YouTube too. They have it on YouTube. They show people stomping on it.
And you have to dry it and do all these hot. Yeah.
Bro, this shit is crazy, man. It is crazy. They show you how to bake it, bro.
There's fields of it, and people know where it is.
And people know where it is. And, you know, unfortunately, those who live on that land where it's grown, unfortunately, it's almost like a curse, man. Because the drug lords come there and come to the villagers and get them to do everything. The drug lords knows where it's at. And if a villager try to do it for themselves,
Yeah, trouble.
They done.
Trouble.
They done for, right? So like, I've never done coke before. I always wonder like just to see what it is. Like I've heard about it. Oh, I'm sorry. So that was I'm sorry. Yeah. Interesting. I feel like everything is worth to do once if it's feel called for. Yeah.
But what's funny
What?
is the whole cocaine thing shooting up, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the I want to say dopamine release.
Mm-hmm.
When people first do it, it's just that release, and that's what creates the addiction.
Yeah.
They chase that high. I gotta
high.
get it again.
It's the high, yeah.
And modern day equivalent to doing that, I've never done it to really say it for show, is this content creation.
You think so?
I know so. If whatever content creator you watch, if they have something that goes viral and it does whatever, we could say Shannon Sharp, Cat Williams, damn near broke the internet.
Damn, he did. No, he did.
Shannon Sharp, he may not show it, but
He want that shit again.
a smaller person like myself or whoever,
Yeah.
that one viral video that has 12 million views that did this, that's going to be a high.
It is.
And now you have content creators constantly trying to top it. They topping it. They trying their best to try to figure out that one particular formula to get that again. This video went viral, man. I got to get it again. I don't know how, but it did. And it's like it's a whole lot of other things. But people, that's the whole dopamine thing.
Yeah.
You get that high, man. I got a check from so and so because of this one viral video, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's why so many content creators.
That's why there is so many. There is. But I mean, it's one. I think it's one of the reasons, though. It is a perspective thing. Because even for myself, I ask myself, why do I make content? I make content simply because of wanting to share perspective.
Yeah.
Wanting to learn, wanting to share, wanting to engage in dialogues, wanting to bring awareness, wanting to see what's out there to engage into conversations and whatnots, you know. So no dopamine for me. I'm cool with that. It's whatever. You know, I don't lean on YouTube for anything but to depress. You know, it's cool. It's a nice little cool technology out in the universe. It's quite interesting because I started to think about YouTube of the technology behind it, and essentially of how the algorithm works. So you have YouTube, and they call it channel. So you're channel surfing essentially, or the other term to channel is to bring forth as well too. And in order to bring forth what you're really looking for, you have to click these videos to get closer to it. Isn't it? Right? So like, this is not quite the video that I'm looking for, but it's somewhat similar to it. So the algorithm reads what you're trying to channel, what you're trying to bring out. And the algorithm continues to like give you recommendations based on what you've been clicking and feeding energy into. And then the more energy that you feed into a particular video, the more it can better recommend you something, you know? So the technology is interesting, and I also found similarities to that technology to Bitcoin, of how the technology of Bitcoin works, and how it is essentially decentralized, and how everybody has access to the ledger. Like, say if you make a purchase, I won't know it was you particularly, but I would know that you made a purchase. Not you, Joe, particularly, but I know that somebody did make a purchase. It's not private. Everything is available. Well, as in order for me to get a Bitcoin, all I need is a phone. This phone is seen as a node or a channel, particularly. And of course, I can trade, I can do everything, I can access everything that I need to from this particular access point that's called a node. Bitcoin version, of course, but according to YouTube, it would be a channel. But I don't know. It's quite interesting, man. It's an interesting imitation of consciousness, imitation of life. You know, our technology imitates who we are, essentially. How does a cell phone comes into play?
I just sent you something.
Did you?
It's not gonna come through because it's on.
Yeah. But I was saying, you know, technology is an imitation of who we are, essentially. And the idea of a cell phone is like Say you about to call somebody, and just before you call them, they end up ringing you, and you look at your phone and you're like, "What the hell?" You pick up the phone and you're like, "I was just about to call you." Right? What's happening here? Have you ever explored what's actually happening here? To me, hypothetically, a signal was sent to a particular human being that you was thinking about with a particular emotions around it. They receive that ping because you was pinging them, and they received it. They received your emotions, your thought, and just happened to enact upon it before you had the opportunity to by using a cell phone. And then in comes the idea of, oh snap, a cell phone or a telecommunication, telepathy, or whatever. But I don't know. It's quite interesting, fascinating. Things to but you won't really see them until you slow down into your life to observe them. If you're always going too fast, you won't be able to see much of anything at all.
And that's what this world is, fast.
It is a fast pace. I won't say the world, I'll say sections of it. Because when I go to Haiti, things slow down dramatically. It is a slow life.
We ain't even getting to AI yet. It's okay.
I know we haven't, right? But I think AI is a double-edged sword. Like everything. I think like everything else, AI is a double-edged sword. I can use AI to make money. Or AI can just take my attention dramatically. And it ends up using me for data. Double-edged sword. Or if I want to create an idea, I have to feed it data in order to get my precise idea.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's a give and take system. It's a double-edged sword. It's not good. It's not bad. It's neutral. It depends on the user and what you're trying to get out of it, honestly. But my perspective, of course, I don't know. It's the iPhone wizard magic, man. You know what I'm saying? Or the
See?
It's Doctor Strange.
See?
Doctor Strange.
With the circle, yes.
Yes.
You need to watch Paradise. I think you will like it.
You think so? I'll look into it.
You'll like it, and it's gonna bring forth some questions.
And it's a show?
Yes, it's on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
With Sterling K. Brown in it. So it's a black lead.
I've heard about it though. That's crazy. I've heard about it. Okay.
It's involved. It's there. I like it. I like the way that they ended it. I read that they hey man, I hope that bird shut the hell up. He better not make no guest.
Wait, is it an actual bird or is it a government spy?
You right. You definitely right.
I don't know.
Because if they're listening to phone conversations, I don't say anything, but the words that come from the other person, and I got this podcast, man.
That's all I got, man. Y'all leave me alone.
If I'm driving home and I see a bird flying behind me, like on the Golden Child, or something like that, yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
Paradise, I think you'll like it. That's the area that I want to go into. It starts pre-apocalyptic. It starts normal, like life, civilization as we see it now. Mm-hmm. Then they go into a underground. Is it underground? It's in a mountain. It's in Colorado, and they figured out how to dig the mountain out under. I guess it's under.
Yeah.
But you have to drive to it, and it's this big door.
Okay.
So they don't really specify if it's under the mountain or if it's just inside. But it's 10,000 people that live there.
Yeah.
And it's post-apocalyptic.
It's not like Silo.
Something that happened.
Okay.
Because what caused it was is it Antarctica? It was something that it was a nature phenomena. It was a super volcano that caused a
massive.
It was an eruption, and it caused a tsunami that was 3. It was like super duper big, And they talked about it like this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Which in real life,
it is going to happen. I was just about to say that. It's not far fetched at all because we kind of long overdue for a super eruption. Honestly,
not even that, but just the global
as well.
Global coast, global coast.
What is that?
the coastal cities of America, are going to be just inundated with water.
Yeah, that's true.
Because of the global warming. That's where the global comes from.
As they say, yeah.
And sea levels are supposed to rise or just whatever. But in that case, it caused this huge tsunami and it crushed. And the volcano erupted and it created an ash cloud. But for whatever reason, they didn't get into it. They just said that other countries' militaries they launched their nuclear arsenal at each other. So again, they didn't mention that it was during a wartime or anything. It was just, can you build this in a Colorado mountain? Right. Then all of a sudden this happens with this volcano, which they knew about. It was just like super secret. Okay. They didn't speak on it, but they were like something extinction level event. Yeah. Is going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll look into that. I'll watch that. That's actually up my lane.
It's like I said, I liked it. I liked the first season because it kept you going. Second season, it didn't slow down. It kind of expanded a little bit more on some other characters. Okay. And then like maybe after 1 or 2 episodes of that, then it reeled everything back in. So it slowed down, and it don't help that sometimes I have to pause it and stop it and watch it 2 days later. It just prolongs one episode.
I see.
But that's why I liked it. It makes sense. It definitely, it brings question. Like, if this is a mountain, how did y'all get these planes in here? How did we get Air Force One here? Like, this is twisted. There's no runway.
Do you think it's true? Do you think we have that right now, currently?
Yeah.
Yeah? If they show it on TV, it might as well be, right?
So, the last episode, the season finale, it involves a quantum computer.
Of course. Go ahead.
So, they build this facility inside this mountain. They take an elevator. It's supposed to be 4. They make it seem like it's 4 stories, 4 levels. You know, a level could be however. Yeah. And each level is different systems. But they go down, and this lady, Sinatra, she's like the only one of however many people that has access to Adam. Because then you start to hear this name, Adam. Who or what is Adam? So before I watched it, I'm like, so I knew Adam is not a person anymore. Adam has to be a acronym. But because I have closed caption on, it's not presented as a acronym. It's just
is it the ATOM or is it ADAM?
The name Adam.
Okay.
So they showed what it was and how it became relevant as a quantum computer. So they give the main star, Sterling K. Brown, they give it to him because it's a certain way to activate it. And they show it, like, and they show his name, not his name, but what they called him, his initial. She gives it to him, and she's like, you have to go to Denver International Airport, which is about 100 miles away from here. And you have to go deep down underground. There's this, or better yet, she just told him where to go to the airport and to go underground. Conspiracy theorists, definitely a lot of things have been surrounded Denver's airport. I don't know if that's the old one or the new one, but apparently somebody verified it that there is tunnels under it that lead to, is it Arizona? I don't know exactly how far Denver is from whatever part of the next state, but there's definitely tunnels under it. I've heard, and it whether it's military or not. But yeah, it's stuff going on. like NORAD.
Yeah.
That's in the mountain. It's there.
No, I'm definitely watching that. I'm peeping that.
It's there. A lot of things are coming. People are talking about aliens and all these spacecraft.
Yeah.
At this point,
No, they been here, bro. They been here.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I really would like to see one because I would be fascinated to see what a non-Earth being would look like. Because most people, when they think of an alien, we go back to our childhood because nobody knows what an alien look like.
Right.
So most people, they'll think, oh, an alien is short green with big eyes.
Uh-huh.
Or he's tall and bony with this and that. It's only like 3 different ways most people could describe what an alien looks like.
These are like conditioning images, by the way.
But again, I'm turning my scientist back on. When you go out into space, there's no atmosphere. There's no gravity. There's no oxygen. There's none of that. Nope. The stuff that we have on planet Earth is very particular to us, which is why humans can't. We can't. Hey, man,
I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay.
I just my nose started just getting all fuzzy and stuff.
You know what? That's what they say. When people sneeze, you're telling the truth. For real. When somebody sneezes, you're telling the truth.
It's out of my control, bro. I don't know, man.
But
no, go ahead.
We humans are very particular, and I love that. Just if you catch a cold, and it could be something as small as whatever, like our whole DNA or whatever, like this little bitty thing could mess up all of however big or tall a person is.
That's a fact.
6 feet tall, 6'3", athletic football player, and he got the flu.
Yeah.
A flu is simply influenza, and it's like something that's just all it is. Yeah. Just like something very small. The smallest imbalance could just take us down.
Throw it all off.
Just completely bedridden. But to think of outer non-Earth beings, what would their composition be? They're traveling space. It's cold in space. So who's to say that they don't?
How you know it's cold in space?
Because it is.
How you been there?
I haven't.
All right.
Well,
okay.
Not in person.
You ain't been there, bro. How you know it's cold, bro? This is a condition they sold you. They sold you the condition that space is cold without you even being there.
Why you playing, bro? Stop.
No,
Stop
man.
getting serious.
I'm being serious. You said space is cold, man, confidently, dog. I'm like, hold on, nigga. How you know this shit is cold, bro? So, how you not know it's hot?
Because
what?
So why you playing?
Because
why you doing this, man?
You about to reference another condition that
okay.
they sold us.
So here we go.
Yes.
Oh, you ready?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Space is cold. Because certain pilots, not regular fighter jet pilots that wear just a flight suit, the ones that flew all the way, the spy plane people that went all the way up to whatever sphere, whatever part of the atmosphere it was. It has a particular name. They wore particular suits because it was colder. It gets colder as you go up. Because again, it's no atmosphere.
Yeah, that's what they said.
That's what is it? The greenhouse effect? Something with the sun and everything. That's what keeps us warm and all of that. It's a name for it. But
yeah, these are things that they have told us. Have you yourself proved it yourself, sir? Chances are you have not proved it yourself. It is something that has been automatically accepted amongst the conscious collective. We're not gonna sit here and try to prove it ourselves. This shit sound nice though. Look, They wrap it up in a nice Boeing box and Christmas present and say, "Hey Joe, this is exactly what space is, brother. Here,
You
and
don't believe.
and make sure that you tell it to everybody exactly how I just told it to you. Okay? Okay. Now run along." No, man, but for real, you was just about to regurgitate a condition that they have sold us back in educational system schools.
I, in a sense, I wasn't going to give super specifics.
Not super specific, but everything that you was about to tell me was something that was been told to you, right? Generally.
But no, that now it was going to come from a scientist's point of view, not just a ninth grade science.
No, that's cool.
We know that the sun's heat and all of that only goes so far. Mm-hmm. Because think about it. Why do we have seasons on planet Earth?
Right.
The Earth is here. The sun is there. Nothing is moving. It's no different. It's rotating. The Earth is tilting on its axis. Mm-hmm. Is it axis? Axis, not axis.
Axis,
two different things. Axis, AXIS, and it's tilting, which causes that. Also, what was it? Something happened. Something happened in space, and it froze, and that's how they figured out to calculate the temperature of space. Something definitely happened. And it froze. Did somebody die? I'm pretty sure somebody did. I know it was a person that went up and he skydived from so high all the way down, and it was like a huge record.
I saw that. Yeah, world record for skydiving. He had like a whole spacesuit on and stuff like that. Yeah.
So it is. I don't know how cold it is. Again, space is a vacuum. There's no sound in space. If anything happens. It ain't like Star Wars where you blow something up and you just hear it. Like, no, you see it. It's a vacuum. Like I could only go so limited.
Of course, I know you could only go so limited.
But they got people that can definitely answer you like simply like, oh, it's cold because of this. But
yeah, I know.
I know it's cold.
Yeah, I know.
You trying to get me triggered and shit.
You still don't know if it's cold. Nope. You still don't know if it's cold. You ain't been there yourself, Joe.
You ain't been there either.
I know I have. I ain't the one that sat here and said space is cold, nigga. You ain't been no space. You hypothetically theorizing you have been to space, but yourself,
I seen it.
Shit,
seen it on TV
on many movie screens. Yeah, I bet, bro. I bet. This shit is crazy. Now, here's another perspective of space. It's another perspective of space. Close your eyes.
What's the difference?
You close your eyes.
The darkness,
right? Mm-hmm. The sounds start to settle down. Everything starts to just gets all quiet now because you're not focusing on anything.
Some people it's the opposite.
I know.
People in anxiety, that shit is the opposite.
Oh, trust me, I know. All you gotta do is sit still. All you gotta do is sit still. Your eyes is closed. The sounds start to just slow down. Everything starts to slow down. The vibrations start to slow down because it's just been sounds and sounds and sounds.
Meditate.
And then you realize, when you slow down long enough, you realize, oh, wait, these ain't even my thoughts to begin with. So now suddenly you're watching these thoughts. They pop up like waves on the ocean, and they reside. And then they pop up, and then they reside. These ain't even your thoughts at all, Joe. You ain't even creating them. They just floating in the abyss, and your head is a receiver, and you're just receiving these thoughts according to your frequencies and vibrations.
Your spine.
That too as well. You did find that out, huh?
Your vertebrae.
That's right.
It's an antenna.
It's a receiver. Yeah. Depending on how when you breathe, bro. When you breathe from your sacrum all the way down, damn near by your asshole, damn near, and then you do a particular breathing up all the way to the spine. It goes all the way up here, and then you continue to keep doing it, and then suddenly your spine starts to get energized. So you start to feel this heating. No, I'm telling you what's happening. You start to feel this heating, and this, when you're doing this particular breathing, and it starts to heat up, and now suddenly you're activating the receiver. The receiver is always activated, but this time you're activating it consciously. So now your eyes are still closed, and now you go into a different type of space. This is inside of you type of space. We call this interstellar travel. Interstellar. It gets deep, Joe. Right?
I know where you're gonna go. But
oh no! Trust me. Now this type of space could be accounted for, right? Because you are the space that you're looking for. You are the space that you're seeping into. And then suddenly, sometimes I would think that this is the outer space that they talk about sometimes. Because right now, I'm in your space, right? But all I gotta do to get out of your space, I can just back up.
I'm in yours, Brandon.
Yeah. You are in my space right now. My whole room, the environment, the living space, and all of that. This is my space. You're in my space right now.
If y'all heard any noise, we holding a cat hostage.
He holding my cat hostage. Cause he came over and he was like, she must be behind the door. So for all my cat lovers, y'all make sure y'all get on him, alright? Yeah. Straight up. But anywho, with meditation, sir, you go into an interstellar travel within yourself, right?
Don't they have another word for that? Start with an A?
What's that?
No, that's when you sleep.
Astral projection.
There you go. That's when you sleep. Projection. That's something different.
That is a little something different.
But I know you're going there. Go ahead.
I'm not really going there though. I don't gotta go there. I don't gotta go that deep into space.
You should.
I could get just regular space.
You should.
Interstellar travel.
I like that word for some reason.
Interstellar, right?
No, the astral.
Astral projection.
Yeah,
that's cool. It's alright. But yeah, you're interstellar traveling within yourself, right? And then suddenly you are commanding these entities that we've given names to. A heart, pancreas, lungs. These are entities, by the way, within our own vessels, within our own body, that we've given name to bring forth, right? There are more entities within this vessel that we are inhabiting with our consciousness. You have these cells. There are like trillions of them. Different versions of you within your own body. Trillions of them, all working in unison to keep the one whole, which is you, yourself. To keep you whole, there are other entities within your vessel that are working. Within your space that are working. Trillions and trillions and trillions, dying and being born every second. Chill, man.
I wonder if it's picking that up.
It is picking it up. Because I think it is. Though. But I don't know, bro. It's like she in Alcatraz. And she's trying to get out, bro. Yo, she's been scratching for like a while.
2 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
Where we at? 2:12.
Where we at, man? 2:12? I know my phone dead.
We could always continue this and have a better script because
it's gonna always be a continuation, Joe. She's gonna always have something to say, man. This shit dead.
68. Yeah, it's almost 8 o'clock.
This is fire, though. This is a good podcast.
So we're going to end it here?
Yeah, we're going to have to end it.
Let the cat out?
Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I can pack up all of my sophisticated equipment and go home and edit it.
All that beautiful stuff.
I have 3 books I need to...
You do got 3 books you got to read, man. It looks like a Final Fantasy type of thing, isn't it? Fantasy writing?
Yeah.
High fantasy?
He is a urban fantasy. It's the big button and the small one.
What? You don't gotta press it. You don't gotta press it. You can leave it alone. Yeah, I just put it back in there. That shit just goes.
And it just beeps.
Very nice. It's not bad.
Okay, everybody. Yeah, we going. Because I gotta pee. And I'm pretty sure the cat probably gotta pee too. That's probably why.
It has been very great.
Let me set
It's
this
been
up.
very wishful.
Cat probably gonna come out here and knock everything over and jump straight to the computer and press
Fuck up
button.
everything. Nah, she gonna piss on your computer, bro.
Shit.
Would you imagine?
No, we not imagining.
He's like.